Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on my first Voxbox from Influencer, and it's actually a Maybelline palette in it, which I'm loving the matte shade. Okay, so let's jump right into this. I am starting off with the lightest brown shade over in the corner, and I'm going to be using that as a transition. I already primed my eyes. We're going to be working that color towards the end of our eye as well to the front of our eye, and you can always build this up to your preference. I personally love the color to pop. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to turn your daytime look into a nighttime look using the same palette. I'm going to be taking the lighter pink shade of that same palette, and we are going to be working that in the middle. You're creating a cut, half a cut crease on your lid. So you're going to take it from the tear duct to about halfway to your brow, if that makes sense. And that you're just going to want to work that color in until it blends perfectly with the browner shade. Using this brush instead of like a small pointed brush because I feel like the small pointed brushes do hold a lot more product, while this brush, it just literally fits so perfect in the middle of your crease. Also, it blends while you apply the product. Okay, so I'm going to be using this Morphe domed brush. I'll leave the number of the brush down below. This brush I specifically love to do the outer V with because it just blends it out flawlessly and it doesn't pick up too much product. So we're actually going to take that lighter brown shade from the same palette and we're going to work that in the outer corner. Of course, if you want to do a softer daytime look, you can actually skip this step. I personally just like my eyes to be a little bit more defined. Maybelline's Age Rewind Concealer. I'm actually going to be carving out my lid with this. It is creamy and the texture of the finish is beautiful. You really can't go wrong. It's a really good drugstore concealer. And so far guys, these eyeshadows are highly pigmented. They go on so soft. Like, I've seen other matte shades that just really don't like apply easily and they look like kind of chalky and stuff. But honestly, Maybelline has stepped up their game. Not that their eyeshadows are ever chalky, but I mean, these feel like Morphe shadows. Now that we've worked the color into the outer V, which is the corner of your eyes, and you're just going to do those in light strokes. Like this brush right here that I'm using is perfect to carve out your brow as well to get that evened carved lid with a flat brush. And I'm just going to smooth up the edges. So when I was done patting and smoothing out the lid, I actually applied the cream shadow, another blending brush, and just buffed that all out upwards. Okay, so now that we got that, we are actually going to go in with the crease brush with the pink shade, and we are going to diffuse that harsh line from the carving. And then we are going to work our way in with the dome brush, and we're going to apply more product towards the outer V. And we're just going to smooth that out just so it looks nice and blended. So taking that same cream shadow, we are going to reapply it on our lid because I did get some product on it. Going back with the crease brush, we're going to define that crease just a little bit more since it did get filled with a darker product. We're actually going to be taking the white shade from this palette and we're going to put it right underneath our brow. Not exactly underneath, but right towards the middle of the brow, towards the end. This is going to help the brow pop, and this is also going to complete the eye look. Okay guys, so that is actually the completed look. I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to add a liner. I'm going to use some Duraline from Inglot to help pigments pop, or to make your eyeliner, your Inglot liner, from being too dry. Here, I think brown liners actually make your eyes pop more. As for black liners, make your eyes like look a kind of smaller, but I mean, I love black liner. When we have finished the liner, we are going to go back into the crease with the dome brush and pick up a little bit more of that same shade and go over just so we can blend that in. The eyelashes I'm wearing are going to be Goddess by Dodo Lashes. For the lip for this look, I'm actually going to go for 951, the I Love Sarayi lipstick with ColourPop. You guys can also switch out the color for a nude if your preference is to be a little bit more subtle. As for me, I love a dark lip and a dark eye, whether it's day or night. Alright guys, that completes my day look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I was going for a natural glow, matte eyes, and a matte lip kind of look for my daytime. And for my nights, keep watching. Hey guys, I'm back. So my makeup actually lasted all day. So let's go in for look number 2, which is going to be my night look. And we're actually going to be taking that small pointed brush and we're going to take the darker brown and we're just going to drag that on the lower lash line just to create more definition in the eyes. I love using these brushes to complete a smoky eye look always. So I'm going to take the brown with one of these smaller brushes and we're going to drag that on our lower lash line just back and forth until your preference of boldness. I personally love a bold eye, so I'm going to build that up, honey. Next, we're going to take the smaller pointed brush, and like we were doing earlier, we're just going to be a little bit more bold this time. We're going to take the color from the palette that I just grabbed. We're going to drag that on our crease to the liner, and we're just going to start smoking that out. You apply an eyeshadow for a liner first and then you apply the liner, it comes out like 10 times better. That works because look at this. This liner is like so sharp. It's so hard for me to like get a sharp liner sometimes, but it really does help, guys. So since I went darker on my hair, if you guys didn't notice, I went back to black. I ended up switching my brow definer to ebony. This is the brow definer I'm using now. I love it how it complements the brows a little bit more and makes them a little bit more pop out. Like I said, I don't really need too much product on my brows because I have full brows. To pick up that boldness in your eyes, you have to go bolder on the brows. It's just a sister combo. It's a must. Also, as well as a little bit more of highlights and a little bit more of a fleeky contour to finish up my night look. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed both looks. Much to Influenster and Maybelline.